Hello, hello, hello. This is Chris with VGEN, back with another video. Sorry it's been so long. But, on that note, while I was getting married, of course, there's E3 2017. Now, I have to say, E3 was really good this year. I don't think that really anyone had a really weak conference. I think, I haven't heard much about Microsoft or any cool new exclusives there, but Sony and Nintendo did really good. And I have to say, Sony, I would say probably didn't do as good as Nintendo, but they were very, very, very close. I could be impartial because I am a very big Nintendo fan, but they had some really big announcements. First off, I do have to say that as far as Nintendo goes, let's talk about them a little bit. Nintendo released two giant pieces of information. They talked with us more about Super Mario Odyssey, which looks really good, and it's really cool that you can actually take your hat and throw it at something and make it, like, possess it, in a sense. I know, Nintendo said something about it being capturing. As far as I'm concerned, if you take over something's body, that's possession. But, on that note, another huge announcement, Metroid Prime 4. Now, Metroid Prime 4 isn't going to be made by the same developers that made the first three, but that's okay. I think that might actually be a step in the right direction, because, I mean, Retro makes some excellent games, but also, I don't know if they would like to go back to the Metroid Prime series. I think they would either get bored, or maybe their formula might be outdated, so now that they bring in somebody new. Man, sorry. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I actually just woke up. I don't get a whole lot of time to do these videos now that I'm married. But, it'll be nice once I get my own house. Right now, I'm actually on the floor in my apartment room. And, it's pretty small. We are definitely from humble beginnings. So, on that note, Nintendo. Other things that they announced that I was really excited for, I think that there really wasn't anything else besides that. I know Xenoblade 2 looks really, really good. I'm very interested in Xenoblade 2. I played Xenoblade Chronicles X. I never played the first one, but I have to say, Xenoblade Chronicles X was really fun. It was really fun until I actually beat the game. And from that standpoint, I don't know what it was. I couldn't keep up with the grinding stages. I just turned into a giant grind fest after you beat the game. Very good game though. I definitely recommend it. It's another good one. Another good announcement that Nintendo had was of course, the Amiibos. I do like me some Amiibos. I thought it was really neat having the Mario and Princess Peach in the wedding attire, which I wish I would have waited, because we could have just used those as our wedding cake toppers instead of our Mrs. and Mr. and Mrs. we had. Also, I really like the Metroid Prime Amiibos. Those are pretty slick. I don't think Samus has had enough representation for a long time. In Metroid Prime Other M, I never played myself, but after watching some of the cutscenes, there's probably a reason why I haven't. However, on to the next thing, we also have Yoshi and that new Kirby game. I actually don't remember what the name of it is. I'm just kind of going off muscle memory. I wanted to cover this like last week, but I haven't had time to because I was on my honeymoon. But the Yoshi game looks really, really fun. I love the cardboard design. I personally really, really liked Yoshi's Woolly World and the art direction they went with that. And I'm glad that they're going kind of in this artsy, craftsy kind of direction with their IPs. Kirby also looks really fun. It looks like a very standard Kirby game. And I don't mean standard in a bad way, because I really love those kind of games. And I think that Kirby's Return to Dreamland was also a really fun game. Man, my microphone almost just fell on my face. Alright, let me adjust this real quick. Alright, back to what I was saying. Kirby. Kirby looks really good as well. I think that those kind of games are really, really, really enjoyable. Just fun, easy games that I can just jump right in and play. Nowadays, with especially Breath of the Wild, which I really, 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 really loved. Obviously, you guys should already know that. That game was like perfect for me. I could jump in, explore as I wanted to, and leave. That's all I had to do. It was great. And man, I keep doing that. So sorry, I just had to make fun of myself there. Alright, so on to Sony. Sony had some really good announcements too. I really, 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 really am excited for what was it? God of War. God of War 4 looks really, really spectacular. Now, I have to say, I've never played a God of War before. I grew up on Nintendo. I grew up playing Nintendo games. So ever since I got myself a PS3, I actually should have picked up the God of Wars, but I just haven't. But God of War 4 looks absolutely breathtakingly awesome. I can't wait to play that. What's another good one I'm actually going to reference because I can't remember exactly. Call of Duty, I'm not too excited for, I'll be honest. I feel like if you played one first-person shooter, you've played most of them. And I say most of them because Dishonored and Deus Ex, great, great, great first-person shooters. I believe that anyone that likes first-person shooters should play those games because they are excellent games. Spider-Man. Spider-Man also looks really fun. I haven't played a Spider-Man game since Shattered Dimensions. I am actually extremely excited for the Spider-Man game. I think it's a great time for them to start bringing out Spider-Man again, especially with games such as Arkham Knight and, well, I mean, that's about the best superhero game right now, but you could kind of include Infamous into those. Infamous is kind of a superhero game, but those are superhero games made right, and they definitely need to do that with a Spider-Man game, because I would love to play another Spider-Man game. But it looks really good so far. I love his costume design. I love the way the gameplay looks. Everything about it looks very polished, and I'm really, really excited for it. Another thing that I'm very excited for, and this is probably my favorite announcement of E3, is Shadow of the Colossus Remaster. Oh my goodness. If you have not played Shadow of the Colossus, you have to. I'll admit, I was kind of turned off at first by it. The controls are kind of strange, and I just really wasn't used to it. The guy kind of looked like a ragdoll running around, but it is a very good game. Probably one of my favorites as well. And I think that anyone that hasn't played Shadow of the Colossus is the perfect opportunity to do so. The rendering of the Titans looks so good. Did I just say Titans? Sorry, I actually just finished Attack on Titan Season 2. Which, by the way, that's awesome too. I got the sniffles, so if I'm sniffing, I definitely apologize. Ubisoft has some really huge announcements too. Far Cry 5. Those I've never actually played Far Cry, but that's one game that I may have to pick up, especially with the Steam sale, and now the PlayStation Store seems like they're doing a lot of sales as well. I bought way too many games, more than I probably should have, but you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. What's nice about being kind of a small YouTube channel is I get to kind of talk about whatever I want. I say that because I can't really cover everything because I don't really know. Plus, I'm not some big studio that I wish I was. That'd be really fun. But it's just me on this channel, and I have my friend Tyler, but Tyler's more of a supporting guy. I'm like the only one making videos, so sometimes it's kind of tough to put out consistent content, but I definitely want to let you guys know that I'm going to try and start to do that once I get my own house. But right now, as far as Ubisoft goes, we have Far Cry 5, and that does look really good. I'll probably play it. I played Far Cry 3 a little bit. I know I just said that I didn't play any Far Cries, but I did play Far Cry 3 a little bit. Now, I never beat it, I really never got that far in it. I actually stopped playing it for some reason. Then Beyond Good and Evil 2. I remember that game from a long time ago. I had a friend named Brandon in like kindergarten, first grade. Brandon was awesome. Him and I played Sonic all the time. We were on the playground playing Sonic all the time. And one of the games he couldn't stop talking about was Beyond Good and Evil 2. That game came out so long ago. I have no idea what it's about, but I can't wait to look at it. Also, another cool announcement from Ubisoft is Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. The game looks like an RPG. It looks like kind of like a Fire Emblem almost, and it's just so bizarre. I was watching the trailers and I don't know what to think about it, but it looks a lot of fun. So who knows? I think it's coming out next month, so I may have to pick that up as well. And last but not least, Assassin's Creed Origins. When I heard about this game, I really wasn't that impressed. Now, I think I say that because Assassin's Creed has been absolutely horrid lately. And it's unfortunate because I loved 2 and 3. I really didn't like Brotherhood or Revelations. I was kind of bored by those. I think it's because when I played Assassin's Creed 2 and 3, I was driven by the story. But it is a very excellent time from Assassin's Creed 2 to 3. But now that Ubisoft's taken a year off from Assassin's Creed, I'm hoping that they can kind of find that magic again. It seems like they have. As I was watching the trailer, a little bit of the gameplay, it kind of seemed like they picked up a little bit of what's it called? Some Breath of the Wild inspiration, in a sense. They took off the HUD. They gave you that eagle to kind of fly around. And I say Breath of the Wild elements because when I was watching him, he was picking up weapons and keeping them, and that's never been an element of Assassin's Creed before, and I think that's really neat. Now, I think that at the end of the day, I think that this game will be the next best one to Assassin's Creed 2. Once you hit that level of nostalgia, especially with Assassin's Creed 2, same thing happened to Ocarina of Time. I don't think that this one will top Assassin's Creed 2, but then again, if it does, I would be so happy. But as of right now, I believe it will be a close second to Assassin's Creed 2. Now, next on the list, Bethesda. Bethesda had some excellent announcements. I think that a lot of people were kind of disappointed with Bethesda, but for some reason, I actually I thought it was a really good conference. They have, of course, Skyrim on the Nintendo Switch, and I noticed that there's a little bit of amiibo support where you can get some Link attire in Skyrim, which basically makes him look like a raggedy old man. But it's really cool. I'm actually gonna get it. I think I'm gonna get it for the Switch, but right now it's on PC for about $20, and I've never played Skyrim, believe it or not. That's one of the games I really have to get into, and I kind of am intimidated by what people say because I'm afraid that I'm gonna be like wasting my life away. I mean, I wouldn't be wasting my life away playing video games as it is, and obviously I love video games, so I just know that Skyrim is a huge game, and I know for a fact that I'm probably going to get sucked in. Wolfenstein 2 is another really cool announcement. I never played Wolfenstein 1. I actually haven't played a whole lot of Bethesda games, but I'm going to start getting into it. Now, Bethesda, Wolfenstein 1 was on sale last week for like $7, so I picked it up and I'm going to start playing it. But as far as I know, that trailer looked amazing. Like, that dude, whoever he is, I forget what his name was, the main character, he was awesome. He was like
trashing people. He had that really cool armor on. It was really neat, and I'm really excited for Wolfenstein 2. Evil Within 2. Evil Within 2 actually prompted me to buy Evil Within 1. And I've been playing that game, and that game is frustratingly hard. I understand it's a survival horror game, but I have no ammo. And whenever I have a decent headshot, and I'm like, yes, I killed it. No, they're like, half their face just blows off, and they attack me still. But that's the game's own charm, and it is a very, very good game. I won't ever talk bad about that game. It's a lot of, it's strange yet. It makes you really mad. But it's okay because I'm actually really enjoying it. So Microsoft, though, I don't think that they had a whole lot to announce, but from what it looks like, they had Anthem, but I thought Anthem was across all platforms. I might be wrong. I'm gonna look that up real fast. Yeah, Anthem's on all consoles. I don't know why I thought it wasn't, but from what it looks like, Xbox One X is the official name of Project Scorpio, and honestly, I don't know why I would buy that over anything else. I don't know why someone would take their Xbox One and buy an Xbox One X, and I felt the same way about the PlayStation to the PlayStation's PlayStation Pro, but I honestly haven't looked into the PlayStation Pro as much, so I can't really say a whole lot. Now, Forza 7 looks really good. You can never go wrong with Forza. Forza is a pretty good game as well. I just like to give my friend Tyler a lot of flack for liking Forza. Not because Forza is a bad game, but just because he always talks about it. So, and speaking of which, we need to talk about Anthem though. Anthem looks really good. That looks like probably the closest thing you'll ever get to Iron Man. It's really neat. Really, really cool. Look it up. Watch the trailer for that. That's probably one of my favorite announcements of E3. But I have to say though, Need for Speed looks really good as well. I haven't actually played Need for Speed since Most Wanted, and this game actually got me a little excited to go back to that speed, I guess. And it made me have the need for speed, if you know what I'm saying. Sorry, that was a terrible joke, and do not hate me for that. But at this point, we kind of covered all the things that I really wanted to cover. If there's anything else you want me to cover, or if there's anything you want me to look more in depth with, let me know. I'll just probably, I have to record this separately because a lot of my audio and recording stuff is with my father at the moment. He's actually editing a wedding video for me. Very, very awesome of him. But I'm probably gonna just add a little bit of gameplay into the video, and from there, I'll probably play some Smash Bros, and you can either see me doing really good or really bad. Depends on the day, I guess. So, you guys, thank you so much for your continuous support, and thank you for chiming into VGEN today. And I want to say, have a fantastic day.